Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and y'all gonna be seeing a lot of maybe the same thing. Gonna try to get all the videos I was gonna do tonight, because tonight was a triple feature on Bravo, okay? Back to back. No, more back to back. But anyways, y'all, I hope y'all have a lovely evening. If y'all stay in the Midwest area or whatever areas, we're currently having another snowstorm. And well, all my classes online this semester, so um but they did officially have to call, the first days in most schools are starting tomorrow, and they already sent alerts out that campus is closed and everything else. So, whew. But anyways, y'all, let's get through with this today. In this particular video, y'all, um, I will be reviewing my last little review of this season, and maybe, hopefully, maybe the last season. Who depends? I would be shocked if they get another there season is a thicker the water, thicker the oil, thicker the blood, whatever. Um, Season finale, episode 8, season 1. Okay, so I know this is jumping to the end, but did y'all notice? You know how it ended, how it began, where you got this little um if you like this little, how they have this little theater, they have this little segment where it's kind of like a little mini movie, and they talk, and they're showing them doing something outside in their big backyard. By the way, just to let y'all know, there will be some profanity in this video, most likely, y'all. So, whoops. So, anyways, um, but when they were talking about different stuff, I don't know why it stood out to me, but why did Brittany volunteer for that? But why was she the one playing with the turtle? Was that indirectly trying to say the child was slow? I'm just wondering. Okay, I don't know why I thought about that. There was why couldn't they have her also play? Throw the bird up in the air, or some other creature. I just didn't understand why she. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know why I thought as soon as I seen her focusing on with the turtle, maybe, yeah, that's just my imagination. I don't know why I was like indirect, indirect, like shade, whatever you want to call it. I just didn't, I don't know why I thought like they were trying to indirectly say the baby was so nice. She volunteered for the turtle, and she loves turtles and stuff like that in nature. That's her. But if they did that to the child, where they sitting here and telling her you pose with the turtle, or they thought that was cute, I just was wondering, because you got Serene with her makeup and talking about you got Brooklyn with her daughter Diamond, you got Jewel and just Ben. They were the ones. Like I said, the family. I think Benji was want to say something. He was with his wife Shakira, Sharika, whatever her name is. Like we care. Um. So, but I'm just saying, why did it have her? I know she said she's not gonna move to dad's house. It was just like, why is this child sitting here and walking, sitting there playing with the turtles? Turtles going slow as hell, and they already making it seem like Britney's so different. I'm just wondering, was they trying to say? Okay, never mind. But anyways, y'all, it really wasn't too much for the episodes. Okay, from this episode, but okay, you have the end, of course, like Jules, like his life is about, it ain't about making money or if it ain't about progress in the family, blah blah blah. But we all know that they're so focused on this last episode was basically about forgiveness, either go forgive and family. The two F's, okay? Two F's. We don't change the F word. I'm sorry, I'm doing like this thing. Okay, but it was forgiveness and family. So to make a long story short, you got Benji, and it turns out Benji has an older brother named Marcus. And Ben, in college had a one night stand. We never seen the brother, but maybe just me. Did the brother look younger, or he didn't look like the oldest brother? He looked like he can pass and still get carded until he's at least 45 years old. Not wrong with that, but I'm just saying, to me, he didn't look like he was old. I don't know how much older he is than them, but he didn't seem like the oldest child. But anyway, we don't see him to the final episode. I don't know where he stays at. I don't know if he stays down there or he came from Detroit, because we were no, of course it was known again that Drew had brought up with the guy with the exotic animals, or trainer, whatever, was telling about the bird she admitted. Well, I'm from city, I'm from Detroit, or something like that. Did she say Detroit again? Yeah, okay. So the make a long story short, you got to prepare for the wedding. They're just telling Marcus, that he knew that she was the one, his first girl he never cheated on. But I love sex. Yeah, that's if he was getting paid to school, then maybe he'll be very rich just from doing that. Because what else is this dude doing? Because when they're talking about the end, like I said, through this whole entire season, we didn't see anything that progressed. Instead, I guess him trying to get some, live off his daddy, and hold this grudge to Brooklyn into this final episode. Hopefully, it is genuine because he ends up. Let's fast forward. Let's get Benji and his wife out of the way. They have a way. They're happy about everything set up. Um, the wedding days being prepared. And of course, having the first dance in Brooklyn. When they get, let's just fast forward their part. When they're getting the same words, it turns out Benji's Brooklyn, Brittany's Wanda is not only attending there, but I know Brooklyn speaking to the mom beforehand about how Benji then did a lot of the wedding. But like I said, that was just petty as is him and his wife doing that jump. And was I the only one when Benji was talking about I'm pretty sure so proud of my dad or something like that. But you should I'm so proud of the wedding or something along those. And at first I'm like, of course you're proud. Did y'all notice though? We noticed that they did not show who ended up getting the cake because we all know it went to Daddy the Tankers, either the daddies or Miss Jules, probably the daddies, Bill. Because after that scene, they kind of edited out the whole thing with the cake. So I would be surprised if he ended up paying for the cake too, because I noticed they made sure that that was not brought up. And we know why. Because he sat there and pointed to Daddy like, what, maybe I'd probably something excuse like maybe my $5,000 in Chuck E. Cheese tokens or David Buster's tokens. I want to save those for later, but can you help out? I mean, you already do anything else. What difference gonna make with the cake? Don't you love us? Don't you want us to have a perfect wedding and bless us? And blah blah blah. And like the dad had to marry them again. I thought he was like, Ben, you can take a break, sit down sometime. So, anyways, they have this list about Brooklyn's. They had this do not disturb or whatever list they want to call it. That certain people couldn't speak. And Brooklyn wanted to at least say something, trying to be a lovely message about forgiveness and forgiving others. And they were talking about their kids and how they had each other's back in the bike. And she said she loved both of them, regardless, even though the hard times. Let's move on, y'all. You ride my bike. Just metaphor. Like I have y'all back despite what it was going through. Is moving on as a family. And I wish I wish that Shakira, or whatever her name is, would have been confessionals and also could have talked on her own terms, or maybe it was behind the scenes, but she should apologize. Now, even Cyrene apologized to Brooklyn at her fashion show. Benji apologized, at the reception. So why couldn't this heifer consider that she's the reason that Purpose didn't want Brooklyn as a bridesmaid and had on do not speak. She cannot speak at our wedding. Okay. I'm just saying that she also could have. Oh Lord. Anyways, y'all. So what I'm saying is that why was she not also? She's so brave enough to check Brooklyn once in a while, or try, cross that bridge that shouldn't be line, excuse me, that shouldn't be crossed. So she should have went ahead and apologized to her about, I'm sorry with that speech, because Benji felt like he was touched, and hopefully they can, move on as adults and put that petty stuff behind, okay? Because they both are sitting here, it wouldn't be technical Benji, so they're jealous and stuff. They realize, like, you seem to have the problem, like, you should be the one getting attention. Maybe he might feel a little calm down because all the money was spent on him in the wedding, so maybe he feels like I get more than what Brooklyn got or whatever. But I'm glad, hopefully, that they did set that aside. But, like I said, the wife didn't sit there and apologize to her. So they're pretty much even on the end. Brooklyn and Brittany, especially with Janice, which is another darn issue, and Juanita. I think I'm saying her name right. Juanita, I think. Or sister I always get that middle sister's name wrong. Sorry, but I'm just saying that she should have been able to come to her sister and flat out say, like, like they went ahead. That threw me off. They went ahead and made their bond there because the drama with the the Triple J's was too much. And they decided reception also to, like, bury the hatchet or whatever. But like I said, the wife just slid it on once the reception came. I noticed that. And what else? Of course, they were just talking about the Jets. Now, here's the other thing, because it's not going to take that long, like I said, because it really wasn't that much about this episode. It was just focused on the other part. Now, here's Janice again talking about how she feels relieved about able to express herself with this letter and how things has moved on and we have crossed and rolled the boat gently down the stream and I feel so relieved and refreshed and just nourished with all the nutrients that my mind feels fulfilled because of this letter's been exposing Jewel of her lies. And I'm not going to take any more or be involved with them, but I'm on my way to their property again, in their backyard to their son's wedding. Even though I keep saying I'm going to stay away from them, I will continue to complain, but get the advantages that I can because I have my own issues that I do not want to disclose or admit. I refuse to stare and look at the mirror. Okay, that's what Jazz just started getting me annoyed. I mean, like I said, we all know Jules annoys. I think I'm better now because I have money, blah, 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 blah. But how can you talk because you have your own issues too? The middle sister is kind of like, whatever. And she's kind of like, I'm going to follow under Jules' footsteps. But since I really don't hear her talk that much, I mean, she talks, but it's like, whatever. Okay, she's Jules, mini-me, or whatever. So, you have the thing here, they're on the, I think Rock, talks when they get to the wedding portion, you have Ben and Jewel talking about a little going off, like, just keep it cool, blah, 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 we want no drama at the wedding. Make a long story short, because like I said, we ain't got no time to be sitting here 10 minutes about the shenanigans with the three, Janice and her, 4-page letter and stuff. Yeah, I made reference to Leah, got rest of some 4-page letter. But I'm just saying, we don't need another thing, which unfortunately they had to go back to the last episode with the letter. I don't blame Jewel for this. I do give her credit when she took that letter because I think maybe she made plenty of Xerox copies from the nearest Office Max if she don't already have a 3-for-1 printer combo, making copies of this type letter, okay, which is very confusing, okay? So she sits here and they're getting ready to think. Rock talks about, basically, I think to Ben about, how sisters are, kind of like continuing what they did a couple episodes ago. How sisters are and stuff like that. Hopefully they'll able to get away with it. And maybe it was just meant for out of it. I don't know. Like I said, you start tuning out this stuff because it's like you just want it to go away. When is it going to end? When is it going to end? When is it going to end? Okay. I know I ain't got to watch it. So anyway, you sit here and you got the thoughts, like I said, she got to talk about on the way in the car, or shooting them there's like a woosah. You got Rock, the husband, Ben actually likes Rock. And they're cool. With, I'm glad he's like not taking on it because the fact of, the whole thing, because they got beef or whatever, that he's taking sides. And so, anyways, fast forward, Jewel noticed how Janice is just dancing and smiling or just kind of acting like nothing just happened or whatever. Because Jewel says in confessional, if Janice wanted to hurt me, she did. I know I'm skipping on a lot of stuff, but like I said, it was just really repeating the same stuff over again that's annoying to us, for most of us all. And so to fast forward again to the part where their reception, I don't know if it was Miss J, middle sister, the middle, or was it Jewel? When Jeanette sat down next to them, so Jewel and the middle sister were up there talking or whatever it is, and they decide, one of them decide to go ahead and bring up about we should talk. So again, it's this whole thing, just like, okay, moving on. I said my piece type of thing, but she still feels like, how this family, I don't know if she went in all detail because it became annoying because even Jewel said to herself somewhat out loud in a confessional that the late, you got the middle sister at the time, you should be proud, you made a bad example of this family type of thing and blah, blah, blah. Now, it's true that this should be discussed. But even though, despite that Ben or they're paying for this wedding and pretty much again Benji and his wife again freeload still this was an inappropriate time. They couldn't get her no other day or whatever. It just was an inappropriate time to bring up this issue because we all know Janice will pull out and type another letter up on a Microsoft Word in a minute if she does not have a MacBook. So we do not need to hear another darn it was an inappropriate time to feel that argument. It's just something that if she didn't want to talk about anymore, y'all just let it be and just put it in God's hands. But we don't need, she's gonna stick her grounds and continue to sit here and bring up like, she feels like, okay, these people are wrong and they get on my nerves, but I continue to be around them on a regular basis. So it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, we ain't gonna sit here and cut Jewel and the rest of them off and not most of them being bougie and thinking I'm above and beyond everybody. But you got some issues yourself, okay? So again, it just ended up without nowhere. And, it was just like kind of one of those things where, she's stuck in her ways, how she feels about how they treat her. And they're stuck, stuck in their ways about, Jewel does still want to, hopefully over time, because they feel like both the other sisters feel like Janice has changed. But, it's probably been signs to let you know that she has been doing so. It's just like she's all of a sudden, it's just like an explosion from a volcano. Here we go. And then we got to sit here and all suffer and be all confused with everybody in the office and the producers and stuff about what the hell just happened last week. Okay, that did not make any damn sense. Okay, so it's still in now, even though she's talking about the end when they're on the way, but she's talking about the imaginary bags and they're on first class and the visible private plane and they are through with this issue. She was saying, I think to her husband, the confessionals, I don't know. Like I said, she's starting to get annoying like a damn mosquito after you. Okay, just yeah, that's how annoying Janice has became. To me, she is more annoying than Jewel and the rest of them. You know why? Because here she's the main one talking about. First, I could feel her. That she was like, you thought she was kind of like Britney. She just was more vocal about it. That, it's like this stuff needs to change. Sitting, whatever the case is, they think they're above beyond, which we all agree, most of us did. That they think they're better than folks, got the nerves to use the Lord's name and their thing, and using the Heavenly Father, as the camouflage to increase, giving this, when they really are worshiping the golden calf. But I'm just saying. But what I mean is that they worship Moolah themselves. And we agree with her, but then once time goes on, it's like, I understand that you disagree with them, but you continue to admit that you keep being associated. We've seen you during there about 90, maybe I'll estimate, but it's way over 70% how much we've seen Janice made appearance. She was on there more than Brittany, y'all. More than Brittany. Okay, Brittany is one of the people supposed to be in the cast members, but yet we see Janice more than her. So, I'm just saying is, in the end, it makes her somewhat a hypocrite as well, because here she is sitting there talking like, they mistreat her, blah, 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 but then turns on the end like, yeah, they own some foul stuff, but then you got some issues too, honey, that you need to work on. And if you feel like there's so many problems, she should still go to therapy herself. And in the same time too, you keep being associated with them in the regular business to a certain point as if nothing's wrong. But even when you're around them, it seems to be tension most of the time. Yeah, but don't talk to me. But you're coming, you go. Yeah, they are. But that's my review. It really, like I said, much to talk about, about this thing. I appreciate y'all who have you stuck with me and Mike Beach out there, because we're the only ones who sacrificed ourselves to review this show. And y'all, so this is my end. Thank all y'all. Thank my subscribers. Thank my new subscribers. Not because they share this video and comment, and we'll just talk about this lovely episode. But I have to applaud. I'm glad this is over, y'all. Woo! It's y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a pleasant week. Have a pleasant day, pleasant evening. And if y'all in the area where some snow stuff is, y'all be careful. Don't go out unless y'all have to go out. Stay in. Stay warm. Be safe. See y'all next time.